Alright, you guys, welcome to a new series. It's going to be the Endless Copper Hardcore series. Now, what do I mean by this? We are basically going to be using only copper tools for this entire duration. It's hardcore. Going to do random seed. Don't want to pick any like specific seed. Multiplayer turned off. And now there are some stipulations. In this series, we will be able to use hoppers, buckets, shears. The reason though is because a lot of farms, sheep farms, rely on shears and hoppers, and obviously you need buckets to move water for farms. I'm not going to use water, however, on the bosses. When we get to that point, that's going to be my only stipulation. Um, so I can't use anything. Like I can't use iron axes, iron picks. I can't use diamond tools. I can't use. I have to use only copper, which I've attempted this challenge once before, and it's not as easy as it looks. Um, Mostly because it's just not super easy. Because copper is kind of not that good unenchanted. I don't know how it's going to be enchanted with unbreaking, mending, things like that. When we go to fight, like, the bosses and make, like, all of our villager trading halls and things like that, but it's going to be interesting, to say the least. Let's go ahead and grab a few saplings because we're going to need them. Okay, so I think now we just need to find... This actually is a really good, but also very bad spawn. It's good because it'll at least... some wood. It's really bad because... Ooh, is that a portal? Ooh. No. Let's see what's in this portal. Because getting obsidian is going to be a pain otherwise. Hello, cow. Please have... No. Can't use any of this anyway. We'll take the flint and steel. Because that anyway. For fighting nether portals. But, man, getting obsidian's gonna... Bugger. Just not realizing. The biggest thing right now is we need to find a village. The reason we need to find a village is the beds, for one, and then the constant for two. So I thought that was a bunny. I was like, dude, is that a killer bunny? Yeah, just a fox. Now these biomes are great because of the 2x2 trees But the downside of these biomes is I don't think villages spawn in them. Oh god, finding a village is gonna be a pain, isn't it? This is a great spawn, but man. Like, I love the taiga biome. Oh, is that a jungle out there? What is that? And I love the biome diversity so far, but I don't like that I have not found a village. The reason why a village is so important is we're gonna need villagers early. So the sooner we find a village, the better off we're actually gonna be. Food-wise, well, not necessarily just food-wise, but in general. And I'm not having any luck finding a village. Which is a huge problem. It's a problem. Oh boy, we might be hosed here. Oh god, we need a village. Like 5 minutes ago. The reason why villages are so important, if we have one blacksmith shop, we can make two obsidian, or some obsidian. Can also find potential ores and other things that we might need. Alongside. There's a village right there. Yes. Oh, please. Yes. Where's the sun at? We got a little bit of time. Oh, please don't be a tiny village. Now, I would like to wall this village in, light it up, keep the villagers safe. First day. Because we are going to need these villagers really bad. And so it's going to be crucial that we keep these villagers alive and well. We've also got some caves, which is good, and we've got some food. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and work on getting a bit of a wall built around these guys here in a second. Only take part of the seeds. I'm not going to take them all. Him to be able to replant some of them. then take one of these beds. Now these villagers are quite stupid, so they're not gonna make my life any easier by any means. Ooh, some emeralds. None of these guys have fortune. Ooh, a compass? That could be useful. And then I think now so now is a good time to mention, so obviously copper tools are going to be our maximum here, which is fine. We just need to make sure that, check all these houses real quick. I think one of these, I could make this like my little starting home area. Oh shoot, do I want to make this like my starting? Ooh. Good, that'll give us access to well, I guess we still need blaze powder, so I guess it doesn't really help us any. Why is a nitwit still sleeping? Where did I pull this out of? I was gonna put this bed back, and I was gonna make that one home our humble abode. Wait, what? Oh, in here. Okay, so I think we're gonna make... where was it? This our home. Because it's 2 levels, I guess I should have kept that bed. I'll go ahead and move the bed, actually. I'm gonna reorganize all this here in a second, but we'll put the bed up here. Yeah, we'll make this our little house. So let's go ahead and make some tools. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get some tools, and then I will see you guys here in a second once we've kind of gotten ourselves established, and I'll bring you guys back. So I'll see you guys here in a second. Alright, you guys, we gathered a whole bunch of stuff. Now, you guys will notice that we gathered a lot of copper and we gathered some dripstone. Now, dripstone is single-handedly gonna be the most... is it gonna be the most? I don't know if it's gonna be the most. Probably the second most important item in this challenge. The reason it's so important is because of the reason it's so important, the only other thing that's more important is iron. And the reason these two things are very, 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 very important is the overall outcome that they both will give, right? So you have iron, which by itself is very, very important. But you also have dripstone, which is equally just as important because it's going to be our easiest way to the nether. Because we can't break obsidian otherwise. Or we can't obtain obsidian otherwise. It's also going to be the only way for us to make hoppers. Well, the iron. We need to look at what it takes to make a cauldron. I need to find a cauldron somewhere. Thought it took iron. I think it's like 8. I think it's this. And if that's the case, then I won't be able to make a bucket. Let's try it. Wait, what? Oh, it's only 7. I still won't be able to make a bucket, but this is very, very important for us to obtain everything we need. So we need to get this placed down. Piece of dripstone. That will set things afire. We actually get the lava for it, so we can do that. We can do this. which should work once we get everything we need. For it. Okay, and then need to get this going as soon as humanly. It doesn't make sense to not get this going early. Okay. Now our next goal, we need to get this hooked up probably now. Let's get the other iron pulled out of there. Got another stack of 64 we need to cook. Let's go ahead and get some armor made. No, it's not going to protect me super well, but some armor is better than no armor. More piece. There we go. We'll have to make another set for sure, but some protection is better than none. Now we can use the shield. I think I'm gonna allow the shield. We'll see. It does use iron, so I might not use it, but could be seen as kind of cheaty. And that's understandable. I mean, the bucket and the cauldron are kind of cheaty, but my theory behind it is anything that can be crafted in here, I can't use anything that can be crafted here be used because it's technically a tool at that point. It's an item. This is equipment. So I don't think I'm gonna actually allow the use of the I probably won't allow the use of the shield, but we'll see. Shall see. Don't think that a shield is really super cheaty, but I mean, it could be. Yeah, I could see how it could be game. So we need a piece of iron. We need one more piece of iron. See a damn thing. See a thing. See either. I can't see a thing. Now the hardest thing about this challenge is going to be sleeping, because there is another way we can obtain copper. There's also another way we can obtain iron, which is through zombies. But both of those methods are kind of pants. Not great. However, they are a method. Now the copper has to come from drowned. I don't know if it has to come from naturally spawning drowned, however, or if it can be zombies that have turned drowned. That I will have to test. If it can be produced from zombies into drones, we're gonna have a heyday because that means I can find a zombie spawner and I can automate the copper issue, because we are gonna need a lot of copper. I guess if we get mending, it won't choo-choo. But we still will need a steady stream of copper just in case, right? And I don't know, dude. This is gonna be a tough challenge. Because until we get a wall built around the village, enemies are gonna be a problem. And until we get everything lit up, there's still gonna be a problem. And not only are they gonna be a problem, but iron's gonna be a oh. I just gathered Sunna. It's already half up, call it. Food's gonna be the other issue as well. You might not think, oh, food's not gonna be. Because we can't mine redstone, our food automation is actually quite limited. Like with what we can do. In the beginning, that is. It won't be as limited once we get redstone through villagers. It's possible. However, much more difficult game. And that, I think in and of itself, is going to make this challenge even more difficult. It's God, dude, there's like caves and stuff, but they're all tied into this mountain. Pretty easy to get to. Kind of the same thing with like, ow. Food on me? Oh god, I do. God. It's gonna be a pain to get anywhere in this area. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, I can get out of here. Oh, it's literally nothing. A crater that goes nowhere. It's fantastic. Was that iron? Oh, iron. I gotta get that iron. If it turns night, what we'll do... I need this for a bucket. I don't even care if it's 2 pieces, I just need it for a bucket. Because without a bucket, we can't progress to the next stage of where we need to be. A bucket. We need to get that lava that's right over there, and then we can start our actual progression. We can actually start getting lava, which we'll start using instead of wood. help, and then you can start using it. It'll do 100 items at a time. And then trying to think of what else. It solves us. It solves a few issues actually. These berry bushes also solve many issues. They also create many issues if we have baby villagers running around. So there's that. Okay. So we got our copper there. We got iron there. I guess I didn't need all of the... I guess I didn't need all of that, but... Okay. We're gonna have to bunk down in this, villager house for now. Kind of annoying. Before I forget... So, I'm gonna go ahead and do one more time lapse. I want to build a wall. Just a dirt wall. Well, ooh. Enderman can move dirt. Oh, Didn't think about that. Shoot. Dang, okay, oh, I didn't think about that. It'll be fine. I think what we'll do is we'll go get... Let's go grab... the lava. We can get that going. Yeah, if we don't get that going, we're in trouble. The other thing we're gonna do is remove these bottom bushes. Ah! Sorry. Remove these bottom bushes. Because villagers, like baby villagers, are a problem. Oh, the other thing I guess I could do is I could do snow. Can they pick up snow? I don't know. Can Enderman pick up snow? Any of you guys know if Enderman can pick up snow? Please let me know. I have no idea. Because if they can't pick up snow, I could do snow. It's really easy to gather, so it's like... could be... viable... could be a viable option. Maybe. If they can't pick it up. I know they can pick up dirt. And I know they can pick up those types of things. But, like I said, if they can't pick up... yeah, that other stuff... that might be... more worth it. The reason I'm doing this is because baby villagers are 1 tall. That keeps them from getting into that. Let's go ahead and go grab this lava and get this going. And then I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse building of the wall. I think we're gonna do it out of cobble. It's gonna look like spooky. It's really gonna look like crap. Well, yeah, I think we're gonna go to cobble. It's gonna use a lot of copper, and it's gonna be very, very expensive. So we could make a cobble generator that way, or we could just go find a hole, dig it out, which is probably what I'm. But yeah, we take this lava. It's going. The sooner we can start making lava, the better off we're gonna be. So, yeah, it was well. Oh, don't you guys? I'm thinking because maybe we use spruce. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use spruce. Because thing is, oh, you know what? That reminds. If a Enderman comes by and grabs this, we are going to have a dead villager or villagers from this lava being here. And I'd like to not have that. Please tell me this can be placed on stone. Oh, thank you. Okay. I would like... The reason I'm thinking we use spruce is I can chop down a lot of it. So, that's my theory here. So, let's go make some axes. And do I have any spruce left? A little bit. I'm just gonna make a bunch of axes, and then I'm gonna turn all these into sticks, and then I'll just make, dude, 3 axes, maybe. Well, just make 3 for now. Sure, I'll be able to make more later on. Let's go ahead and grab this. Grab some food. Our food supply will get to a point where it keeps up. But right now, we're not going to keep up. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do a time lapse, go get a ton of wood, and I'll see you guys here in a minute.
Tighter than your Gucci belt. Can't believe that I fell for the lies that you pretends to be your friend. I wanna know if it mattered. I would have gone to war for you. I would have bent the earth in two just to get to our ever after. Something about this has changed. I wanna feel you close again. Don't let go. No, I don't want this to end. Whoa. Remember the start when you're breaking my heart again like blood on a pen. Would it matter then when everything starts to fade? I'm back like it's yesterday. Would it all consent? Would it matter then? Would it matter then? I did it all. I bore the weight on my shoulders like it was fate. Don't tell me it was for nothing. You told me love wasn't true 'cause it didn't feel real to a cynic like you. But I'm pretty sure we walked into something. Something about this has changed. I wanna feel you close again. Don't let go. No, I don't want this to end. Remember the start when you're breaking my heart again like blood on a pen. Would it matter then when everything
Alrighty, as we gathered a bunch of... Oh, well, I don't know if it's going to be enough. But I'm hoping that it's going to be enough. We don't have a ton of area to cover, I don't think. So I think as far as covering the village is concerned, it won't be too bad. I think the issue that we're gonna run into is gonna be keeping these guys contained while keeping everything else out. Is gonna be a bit of a pain because we're gonna have zombies and stuff that want to jump. So I think we're gonna go 3 high across the whole wall. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start filling this in, and I will see you guys here in a second. This will be, I'm gonna just do a cut for this because that's just gonna be easier. So, and then I will see you guys here in a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut, and I'll see you guys here in a second. Okay, so we ran a wall around this whole place. I don't think there's anywhere where these guys can get out. Now, the problem I'm gonna see is I now have to light all this up, and it is cramped in here. So, the biggest thing is we just needed to make sure that we had enough villagers to continue the population growth, right? So that was kind of our biggest concern. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 was, or that's kind of our biggest concern right now. But now our biggest concern, lighting everything up, making sure nothing can get in any of these sides, and we need to make sure that we're gonna have villagers that are probably gonna die. Which is real unfortunate. But there's just not much you can do about that. Yeah, there's just not gonna be much I can do about that. Fortunately, some of these villagers' fate is already sort of sewn because they're not within the wall. And that really sucks. But I said I don't have any control over some of that, so you know, we got a lot done today. We got the wall built around, so these guys are protected. Because these guys are going to be very, 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 very important series. Like, they're going to be more... Ooh, I gotta be there, because I can jump out right there. I gotta be sort of rethinking how I want to do this as well. This over here. I want these guys to still be able to use, I just don't want them to get out. Now, I don't think this guy can get out, and we also need to make sure that nothing spawn in here. Every nook and cranny must be lit like the 4th of July. Because if anything spawns in here at night, we are going to be major trouble, because nothing can get out, nothing can really run. So that just means that if anything spawns in it, especially if it's a creeper or something that can really put the hurt on me even, we're gonna have problems. So we need to make sure that it's really, really well lit up. Preferably no dark spots, but we might not get that lucky. So I just don't want it to be torched up. Well, it's going to be a torched up for a while. Um, just because we are trying to keep baddies from doing baddie things. Alright. Think it's gonna be about as good as we can get. I mean, there's no real areas where I think mobs are gonna be able to spawn. Maybe on the roofs, maybe. Even then, I don't think that anything's gonna spawn on the roofs. Really don't. I mean, I'm gonna light them up anyway, but don't think anything will spawn on the roofs. I really highly doubt it. Alright, and we have now protected our village. Huge, you guys. We have made progress today. I'm happy with how much progress we made today. I'm also happy with kind of where we're going with this direction. We have enough sheep in here. Good. Start a sheep farm. That could be super duper useful. Just don't have any wheat to attract these guys, unfortunately. But yeah, we have food. It's not the best food, but it's food. You had better be on the outside, not on the inside. They are on the outside. I was about to say. You, good sir, are on the inside. We are gonna problems. But yeah, we have tons and tons of copper. More than I will probably ever use. We have our lava making lava. It's good. And now our next goal is we just need to figure out what we're going to do with the village. We need books. So we need to figure out just what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. Okay. Right now, I think our goal is we just want to keep these guys safe. Right now. And then start breeding them once we get enough sources. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys in the next one. Guys later. See you guys in the next episode.